What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. You know, guys, let me start off by saying this. Human beings are social beings. You know what we also are? To one extent, from one extent to another, all of us, opportunistic, whether it's in a positive or negative way. Today I want to talk about people that prey on society for their own personal gain, whether it's a sexual pleasure or financial gain, a scam, so on and so forth. These people are out there, and a lot of them have no shame, and you know, if they can take advantage of you, they will. It doesn't matter if you're grown up, elderly, or even a child. Today I'm going to talk about a story that broke last night out there in Pennsylvania. They're saying this happened in Marple Township. Shout out Marple Township, Pennsylvania. And it's involving this guy right here, who shouldn't be in society, and honestly, in my opinion, shouldn't be breathing. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here, his name is DavonteLawler-Stinney, 38 years old. This guy is a registered SO or offender, if you know what I'm talking about. The story goes like this. Last Sunday, a 14-year-old girl was reported missing after running away from her home, right? She was 2 days later, which was Tuesday, picked up by this man at a Sunoco gas station. They don't know what led up to him meeting her, but anyway, he took this girl in his vehicle and drove her from Chester, Pennsylvania to Marple Township, where he lived, I guess another part of Pennsylvania, where he held her captive for 3 days. And the things he did to her, not only did they have physical damage, but they had psychological damage too, which I think, in my opinion, will last way longer than the physical scars she accrued by dealing with this guy. 14-year-old girl, 38-year-old man. Take a look.
New tonight, this Delaware County man is facing disturbing allegations. He's accused of imprisoning and raping a 14-year-old girl at his home in Marple Township. Neighbors are shocked. Action News reporter Elizabeth Worthington joins us live from Marple Township Police with more. Elizabeth.
Yeah, Rick, we got court paperwork tonight, and the details are really disturbing. The victim says she was raped 5 to 6 times over the course of 3 days, and the suspect threatened to shoot and kill her. Neighbors in the quiet Marple Woods condominium complex had no idea of the horrors that were allegedly taking place in this home for the past several days.
I wish I had seen the little girl. I would have helped her.
Instead, this neighbor, who did not want to speak on camera, found out when the 14-year-old victim led her family back to the house where she says 38-year-old DavonteLawler-Stinney held her against her will and sexually assaulted her for 3 days.
She said, "Mommy, this is the house."
The girl was originally reported missing by her family after she ran away from their home in Philadelphia on Sunday. She told detectives that on Tuesday, she was picked up at a gas station in Chester by an unknown male and taken back to his home in Marple Township. On Thursday, her family somehow found her back in Chester, and she led them to the condo where she had allegedly been held. Police couldn't say whether or how she escaped. Marple Township Police Chief Brandon Graves said it's also still unclear how the girl ended up in the suspect's car to begin with.
Details are a little sketchy as far as everything that kind of led up to her ending up here in Marple and with the suspect.
Lawler-Stinney faces a long list of charges including rape, strangulation, terroristic threats, and unlawful restraint of a minor.
I mean, it's horrifying. Like, I have kids, and for something like that to happen is just a terrible tragedy.
The suspect was already a registered sex offender and had just recently been released from jail for a 2020 sex assault.
This is scary. We have young kids around here, so I'm glad we found out tonight.
So Lawler-Stinney was arraigned earlier this afternoon, and a district judge set his bail at $150,000, an amount that a lot of residents in that neighborhood felt was far too low. But as of last check, he has not been able to post bail. He remains in prison here in Delaware County. We're live in Broomall tonight. Elizabeth Worthington, Channel 6 Action News. Rick.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you for that report.
Okay, guys, you've seen it. Another savage moment in the history of man, with a justice system that provides anything less than the word, everything less than the word. Now, let me tell you something. When people show you who they are, you believe them. And throughout history of crime and punishment, especially as of late, you're seeing people that commit egregious, savage crimes that have a lasting effect on the minds and hearts of others that were victimized, get slaps on the wrist, and returned back into society. Said he recently got out of jail for a 2020, where does it say? I lost my spot. Here it is. The suspect was already a registered sex offender and had just recently been released from jail for a 2020 sex assault. So he done did this before. Did you hear the lady? This is scary. We have kids around here. Nowadays, you know, kids don't go outside and play like they used to. And honestly, part of the reason why is because motherfuckers like this are coming a dime a dozen, and they're out there and they're more bold and brazen than ever when taking kids. Now, don't get me wrong. This girl ran away from home. I don't know what that was about. Don't know how the household is. But she was out in the street, reported missing. Now, people are already going through it because she's gone. I don't know if this was her first time or not. But these are lessons that you need to show young people that do this type of stuff. Because kids always think that it's better than the house they're in or the parenting that they're getting a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? To where they listen to outside influences because they want to do what seems better for them at the present time, not knowing nothing about the real outside world and how opportunistic there are predators out there that will prey on them. This girl was at a gas station. This guy came across her. Don't know if she asked him for money or anything like that, and he talked a little bit to her, because you got to remember, even though he's a fucktard, he's a 38-year-old fucktard. And he's well versed in trying to prey on people. Asks a couple of questions, don't know what's going on. She winds up going with him from one township to another town. Yeah, she goes up in the house with him, flips the script on her. He got you in the web now. Spider got the fly in the web, got you. Said he did all kind of stuff to her. Said he had sex with her, forcefully raped her 5 or 6 times. And they said that he was charged with, where's it at? Like, okay, it said the victim told detectives she was raped 5 to 6 times, and the suspect threatened to shoot and kill her. Always a fear factor. And that's the thing that's funny about this whole situation. They'll put a fear factor on a child or whoever they have as a prisoner, using them as a sex slave temporarily, and they use fear to instill in them, yet the justice system never uses fear to instill in the ones that do it for a message to the ones that are thinking about doing it. This guy shouldn't be breathing right now. It's a goddamn disgrace. He got a bail, and his bail, forgive me for jumping around, guys, his bail was set at $150,000. Look at this. He was arraigned Friday afternoon. District Judge Wendy Roberts, a woman, set a bail at $150,000 for a repeat sexual offender, mind you. And she's a woman, and you would think she would have empathy for a female, being a woman, especially knowing out here nowadays that a lot of young females are targeted more than ever. You can go online and pull about 5 or 6 videos a day or stories a day about teenage girls or young girls being taken advantage of out here in the world. So you got to remember, as America has been moving forward, so has the over-sexualization of females. Let's keep it real. We got more porn than we ever had out, warping the minds of more people, especially a lot of young minds that are not being monitored, and it alters the reality of what a woman is and what she's supposed to be used for. And it's been going on for a long time. This guy's 38 years old. He never learned his lesson. And here he is, right out there doing the same thing that got him in jail in the first place. Why? Because the justice system don't give a shit. They only handle this stuff because they have to handle it. And they don't handle it to the fullest. It's like a doctor. You go to a doctor with an ailment and they treat the ailment and not the cure. You understand what I'm saying? I think I said that right. But either way, they need to have massive PSAs and say, you know what? The feds is taking this shit over. And we're done with this. Certain crimes against humanity in a country deemed free and a first world type country, a trendsetter, should not have this type of shit going on. No matter if you're a Republican or Democrat or certain things universally as Americans should not be tolerated, especially when you say you care and you're going to make a difference in the nation to help everybody. It's always double speech on shit. Children are the future, but you don't protect them. Domestic violence is shouldn't be tolerated. Yet it is. Everybody's important in America. Then prove it. Prove it. We got this old justice system. Listen, I'm about to do a story. I might do it next. Where they talk about the justice system's not prepared to handle cases when children are the main suspects doing adult type crimes, i.e. murder and all this other stuff. Sexual crimes are, they feel uncomfortable doing it. I honestly believe they feel uncomfortable dealing with these type of crimes. So they put guidelines on things that happen no matter how different the person is or the crime. And they put you in the guideline. And with that guideline, they had certain bail restrictions and all this other stuff. I think this is the reason why. Nobody wants to really touch this because it's a touchy situation. And that's why these people come back. The punishments are not hard enough. Nobody's learning a lesson. If anything, they come back out and they're emboldened to try it again, but at a different angle. This is somebody's kid, regardless if she ran away or not, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. This is the thing young people need to learn out here in the real world. People will take advantage of you. Just because somebody's a grown-up don't mean they're a responsible thinking grown-up. And if they tell you they want something or they want to give you something, it's always something in return. Don't you think about that? This guy knew what he was doing was wrong, but he was going to do it anyway. This guy did what he did with this girl and then let her go. And all of a sudden, he didn't think she could find her way back to that house. But look who the joke's on. They should have took him and dispatched him immediately when they found out it was him. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Things are going to happen. There's going to be good and evil actions out here. But some things should not be tolerated and be frowned upon by society as a whole, to where you just take these motherfuckers out of here and motherfucker think twice before he look at a little kid, let alone touch one. And that's real. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.